DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it's another Vlogmas installment. Today is, let me see, it's December 8th? Yeah. And over here in the canton, which I live in Switzerland, so a canton is kind of like a state. Where I live in Switzerland, it is a day off because it is a Catholic canton. And today is no, it's the, let me see now, it's one of the merry holidays anyway. I keep forgetting which one it is. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I wasn't going to talk about that anyway. So we have a day off. And I thought that it was to keep it into the Christmas part. I mean, I won't always make the vlogs around Christmas, but while I'm here, I thought of one thing I was going to chat about is like, what was a Christmas, how do we come up to Christmas, I mean, in a way in the family when I was a kid. So I guess that, Advent was of course one thing, but the thing was is that when we were kids, there was always in the Christmas or Advent period, I should say, is there would be the Knights of Columbus in the village where I was. So I'm bringing myself back to my childhood. So this is in Sutton, Quebec, in Canada. And the Knights of Columbus would organize a Christmas, well, I almost say a Christmas giveaway. So they would buy gifts, little gifts, for all the kids of the village, basically. And Santa, so there was a man, Mr. Bolak, who had horses, so he always had a horse and sleigh. He was like the, whenever there was big things in the town, he had his horses out, so he would have the horse and sleigh. So yeah, because most of the time we did have enough snow for that, but otherwise it would have been, would have been a buggy or whatever. And Santa was a different Santa a bit every year. I remember one year it was one of my uncles who didn't live in the village, but he was in the Knights of Columbus, and they always seemed to come over that weekend. So he made the Santa that year, and it was in the school where I used to go to school. So they had it like in the school hall, and the kids would go and they would get their presents given by the Knights of Columbus. That was really nice. I mean, that's really one of the nice memories of childhood. And then there were other things, of course, which I'll probably bring up later on. But how we went up. There was the Christmas cookies, of course, and so on. But the whole village, by then was really getting into the Christmas spirit. Now you have to see this was a bilingual village, a bilingual town where there was French and English. At the period when I was a child, it was close to equal. It was probably like 60-40, I would say 60% French, probably. But everybody, or almost everybody, well, the English-speaking people, I was going to say most of them, actually, I was just thinking about it. When I think about the whole thing, most of them actually had their main language, and they kind of got along with the other language because we kind of had to. The people lived together, so it wasn't bad. Were there language fights? Yeah, sure, there were a lot of them actually. It was mostly between the kids. The grown-ups, I guess, we kind of just drink and do their things together because we had snowmobile clubs and stuff like that. And there was always people of both languages, so you just kind of had to get together. There was also different churches, so there was the Catholic Church, which was on top of the hill, a big church. There was a really lovely Anglican church at the other end of town. And then there was the different ones. There was the Baptist, there was a United, and then there were certain chapels and so on in the different villages. So yeah, it was a really nice period. It really was. So how many minutes do I have here? 4 minutes. Yeah. So you know what? I'll keep for another time. Some other Christmas stories. Like maybe I'll bring them on Christmas Eve, or who knows. And we'll keep it at that for the moment. So that'll be DC signing off. That'll be a little memory from my childhood days. Take care. Bye-bye.